Hey there guys, it's your boy Acris. We're back with some Trails of Cold Steel. And unfortunately, I gotta tell you guys something. We were supposed to be at the train station now. But guess what happened? I'll give you a minute. Oh, it was either my microphone or OBS. Not sure which one of it was, but my audio was definitely messed up. It wasn't like messed up in a way that it was like extremely, distorted or anything. It was just the microphone was kind of silent for some reason. And I don't understand why, because I haven't touched my microphone. And OBS has just been acting like crap for like the past few months for me personally. I don't know what happened, but my mic was just, it was cutting out. Like you would get like portions of what I was saying. But hopefully that is fixed. It kind of sucks though, because I went around speaking to every NPC. So I already talked to everyone. You guys just didn't get a chance to see it. And since I'm the guy that I am, I'm going to read all of this shit over again. Despite me having said in that last part, you guys won't see it. But I had just explained to you that I took a bigger dosage of medicine. So I'm extremely sleepy right now. And I was hoping I was going to be able to get out, a few parts. Because that part took about an hour. It was like 50 something minutes. And now I'm about to do all of it over again. I know a lot of you are probably like, you don't have to. You can kind of just head to the train station. But I don't know. I know some people don't mind, or some people don't really care too much about parts where you're speaking to NPCs and stuff. I know there's a few people out there that probably put it on in the background and still, want to sit through it. I'm mostly doing it for those people. But yeah, I already spoke to all of these people, so I'm not even gonna pretend like, I haven't. And I'm not gonna sit over here and have a remark or say all the stuff that I was saying when I was speaking to some of them. I might reply here and there, but I won't. It's not fresh for me anymore. I already read this shit. Wait, is it closer or something? Is he closer? How did I do this? I like this camera angle better than the far away. Anyway, let's not waste any time. Let's just hurry up. It is surprising to see students here so early. I haven't even finished my cleaning yet. The instructors are here, but without the rest of the staff, I don't know if there's a whole lot for you to do. Try not to loiter around too much, I guess. And I think he said the exact same thing after this. Yeah, so I didn't even really have to check again. I already know which ones replied the same and which ones did. For the most part. Back here we have ಠಃLove. I'm up bright and early every morning to come check on the plants here. One of the plants that I was worried about finally began to sprout today. This is just one of my many reasons I love gardening. Seeing the flower beds develop day by day is a truly enriching experience. Okay, let's head to the Academy Field and go speak to Emily, Lambert, and Paula. Anyway, hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm still trying to get over this sickness. Morning, Elisa. Good morning. You look surprisingly chipper given how early it is. Well, I actually really like morning practice. No better way to wake yourself up. You're off on a field study today, right? Kick that field study's ass and tell me all about it when you're done. Thanks, I'll try. Felicia can't really make morning practice thanks to her low blood pressure. So you're gonna be joining me in her place once you're back. Sure. Nothing gets me motivated like an early morning start. We have to get up early to take care of the horses too. Looks like this club is perfect for me. I used to help my family work in the fields back home, so I'm used to getting an early start. Could this club be any more perfect? You're looking as grand as ever, Whitcomb. Let's say you show off to the new recruits later. I must say, Paula's enthusiasm has taken me by surprise. Not everyone will show up the very morning after joining the club. It's really something. Yeah, that should be everyone outside, I believe. Dr. Beatrix. You're heading out on your field study today, aren't you? You take care. I look forward to seeing all of you in my next medical science class with all your fingers and toes intact. Understood. We'll be sure to take care of ourselves. Who knows what could happen while you're out on your field study? Make sure to stock up on medical supplies and the like before you head out. He's very sweet. Typical Gram energy. I make it a point to be 120% prepared before class begins. The last thing I want is to let my inexperience be a bother to my students. Best of luck on your field study. I'll be sure to work just as hard back here. What is the purpose of these bizarre field studies, I wonder? If you had the time and money to travel, could it not be better spent on, I don't know, some sort of practical class? Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Regardless, do try to limit the amount of shame you bring upon the Academy's name while you're away. First, the new class and now field studies. This Academy's historic curriculum is going to the dogs. Be sure not to tarnish the Academy's great name on your little trip. Yeah, whatever you say. Dr. Van Dyke. You leave on a field study today, don't you? This will be the first time you conduct academic work outside the Academy grounds, so be sure to always remain on point. I'm still not entirely sure what the purpose of these field studies is, though. Well, I'd be ruining the surprise if I were to divulge all of that here. Regardless, there is no doubt that you have the chance to witness things that you otherwise wouldn't. I pray that all you come back having learned countless new things. We will try, sir. We got Rosen, our church girl here. Good morning. I see I'm not the only one up rather early. I always make my way to church to pray in the morning, so I've grown accustomed to waking up early. It's rather relaxing when you arrive to class early too. I may have woken up slightly too early though. Of course, that doesn't change the fact that an early rise feels pleasant. I disagree. I like sleeping in. She was the only one here. There was no one on the rooftop, so let's just go to the student union. I'm just hoping my voice can last another, about 50-minute part. I don't usually open up shop until 9, but you've got your field steady today, so I figured I'd open up early. Hopefully you're so moved by me dragging myself out of bed early for you that you feel obligated to buy loads of stuff. We're very grateful for that. I hope you'll be able to get some good use of my stuff while you're out there. Oh my, we don't usually get many students here this early in the morning. I mean, we do get a few. Some students like to come and get breakfast here. Speaking of, you might want to order some. We do get some students who come and have their breakfast here. If that sounds like your cup of tea, feel free to order something.
You won't see me around here too often. Normally everything I eat comes from a can, but I just ran out. It's not a shot against the food or anything. It's actually pretty tasty for the price. I just usually can't be bothered with walking over here from the main building. Now this is a pretty interesting article. Boosting the output of orbital mechanisms through mass parallel processing seems pretty handy. Maybe I should pass this along to George.
Dr. Ramsey. I finished preparing all the ingredients for today's breakfast yesterday. You're welcome to get here if you want. He said the same thing when we spoke to him, so let's just leave. That's girl Toa. Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
You're here awfully early. Well, I've got a lot of work to take care of today, so I might as well get a jump start on it before lessons start.
Wow, that's some real dedication.
Oh yeah, you have your field study today, right? I'm sure it'll be hard work, but the instructors wouldn't send you out if it wouldn't pay off in the end. So give it everything you've got and be sure to tell me all about it when you get back. We will. Thanks for the support. We won't let you down. Your field studies will be tough, but I'm sure they'll help you all learn and grow. Go out there and do what you do and come back safe and sound. Heading to Celdic for your very first field study. How enviable. It's home to some of the finest produced in the entire empire. I can only imagine the meals you all will have there. Oh, and how could I forget the Lunaria Nature Park? I've read that it's a wonderful place for a hike. I have to admit that I'm jealous. I've always wanted to take a vacation there. It's pretty much the exact opposite of a vacation. In ancient times, the people of Celdic greatly revered the spirits of the region. I can hardly contain my envy. I'm tempted to cast all my work aside and tag along. You're headed out on the field study today, aren't you? Feels pretty good to see all the hard work finally paying off like this. Never mind, it's nothing important. I mean, we know why he's saying that because he's a part of the group with Toa. I was clearly helping Sarah. What is important though is making sure you're well prepared before we send you off. If you need me to take a look at your Arcus, just ask. And he repeated the same thing, so. I also went to the old schoolhouse, nothing happened there. Dr. Lottie.
Oh, good morning. We don't usually see visitors at this hour. If your business isn't urgent though, might I request that you come back later? Some of the students are still sleeping and we wouldn't want you to wake them. Some of the upper class students are still resting, I'm afraid.
And I checked the door and we couldn't go in. Now let's not waste our time trying to do that. And this is a place where I actually said something of interest. Not really, but I was just thinking. I was like, man, we met. This is when we came in here the first time. This was where we actually met Gaius. And I started thinking, I was like, man, it'd be crazy if the dude turned out to be a part of the church, like Kevin and Reese. And I was like, I don't know, that seems kind of far-fetched. Dude is just like some foreigner from like far away.
Every morning I make sure to come here and pray. How about you all join me? Adios might smile on your journey if you do. Oh, Adios, please let today remain a peaceful one.
I hear that you will be leaving the academy to briefly conduct a field study. Please do be careful while you're away. Never forget that Adios is always with you, regardless of where you are.
Wait a second. Did I talk to...
Rosine came to visit this morning before making her way to the academy. My, what a diligent girl, quite a lovely one too. I'm certain she'll become a splendid sister in the future. I'm certain Rosine has what it takes to become an excellent sister. All I need to do now is prepare a habit for her.
But yeah, that double dosage of medicine I took is really starting to kick my ass. Our boy Kenneth. So I think after this part, I might just call it. It sucks because it was supposed to be another part, but shit happens, I guess.
Nothing like starting off your day with your rod in your hands and your line in the water. I'm kind of in a carp mood today, so let's see if I can catch some.
And he said the same exact thing.
Hey there. I knew you'd all be leaving early, but it's still somewhat strange to see the students awake at this hour. How about a book for your journey? Reading's a good way to take your mind off of a rocky train.
It's kind of crazy that I can remember a lot of these people that repeated stuff. Now some I'm not remembering, but I remember most of them so far. I think I've only messed up on like one person.
It's always important to make sure flowers are watered first thing in the morning. Deprive them of that and they'll lose their ability to grow. Think of them as children who need a good breakfast.
I'm pretty sure she said this as well. Well, she said the breakfast part, but I feel like maybe she said something different on the first part.
Watering flowers first thing in the morning is the key to them growing up healthily.
Okay. We got Teisel over here.
Oh, you're all from class 7, aren't you? I've heard all about your field studies. We've opened up the store earlier than usual just for you, so pop in if you need anything. Also, good luck with everything.
Thanks, we appreciate it.
She's so sweet. She's making me blush. I got up early to help with opening the store for you all. Brandon, who's something of an organizer for Trista's shopping district, suggested we open early on your field study days. We thought that was a fine idea, but have no fear, the early hour won't hinder our devotion to the highest level of service. Even the mornings now are getting warm. Perhaps you'd be interested in some lighter clothing to keep yourself cool on the train.
I told us everything there is to know about your field studies. Most of the shops will be open earlier in the days you're heading out from now on. Take it as our way of saying thanks to the student council for their help. Make sure you're fully stocked and ready to roll before you head out. So I hear you're cutting class for a little trip into Celdic. No, that little trip is technically for class. No, right. Well, try to stay out of trouble over there. Some of the folks over there can get pretty territorial. Noted. Wonder who he's talking about though.
I don't know how he expects us to be careful when he won't tell us who we're supposed to be careful of.
I think I'll open this place up too early today. That seems as a good time as any to close up shop. I do really just open the shop just to close it. That's crazy.
I swear that's Mitch from Carnelia though.
I'll be off now, Hannah.
Oh, darling, I hope you have a good day.
That was quite a kiss. Take care of Kurt for me, okay? You're all over each other. This has been a little habit of ours ever since we got married. It always makes me happy though.
Oh my, did you see all of that? How embarrassing. Oh, would you look at the time? I should go wake Kurt up.
Taking the train, huh? Might as well buy a little snack for the trip, right? Nothing brings out the best in the scenery passing by you like a good bite to eat. He had repeated dialogue. I mean, we knocked this out pretty quickly, and then we got a scene when we came over here. And I'm not gonna lie, obviously I think that's Misty. I think she has the same voice as Misty from, you know, Radio Trista, obviously. I think this is Misty, the host. But I kid you not, this is my kind of woman. You got glasses too. He has the nice appeal of, you know, the older woman. Not too old, but just, you know, just a mature woman. It sucks you guys don't get my actual reaction to this.
Why does the sun have to be so bright?
I lost it. But I'm not gonna pretend to get hype.
Maybe I should go buy myself a coffee.
I love this design. Her eyes are amazing. This purple is like my favorite color. Look at the fit, man. I'm like ringing right now. Like I'm just
Work at the
eyeballing.
radio station. She looked dead on her feet. Radio Trista has some late-night broadcasts, so she was probably up all night.
Oh? I wouldn't have taken you for the radio listening type.
I mean, to be fair, Lisa, our boy George did hook us up with a radio. And honestly, it's nice to listen to. Plus, that chick right there has a soothing voice.
Maybe I should tune in sometime too.
Definitely should.
I believe we've spent more than enough time here.
Okay, Miss Sirius.
As soon as we finished preparing, we should head to the station.
Who's Sirius? He's kind of like Aryan Road, to be honest with you. Not that Aryan Road is really serious, but just the vibe she gives off. Yeah, I don't think we could go into Radio Trista. I think we spoke to everyone. And before I even, this is where we stopped. But I didn't stop exactly right here. I mean, I did stop in this spot, but I forgot what I was looking at. I forgot what I was checking, but I came across this. And I was like, oh, it tells you stuff about everyone. And I read like all of this stuff. So I think we'll wrap up doing this again. And then I'm probably going to call it because I'm extremely tired. And I didn't really want to plan on doing this over again. I didn't think something like that would happen, but it did. And I kind of just want to rest my voice and get some rest. I still don't feel well. A young man who is part of Class 7, easygoing, honest, polite, and sociable. Lisa looks like a reserved noble but says what she really thinks, surprisingly naive and meddling. Elliot belongs to the wind orchestra, a meek, kind-natured boy with red hair, dislikes conflict, has loved music since he was a child, and originally wanted to attend a music academy instead of Thor's. Laura, daughter of the Viscount who rules over Legram, practitioner of the Arcade School and the strongest first year. Machias, Class 7's vice president, son of Heimdall's governor, he hates the nobility with a passion. Emma, intelligent, broad-minded girl who came from a remote region of the Empire, Class 7's class president. Eustace, the son of Duke Alberea who tends to keep others at a distance, skilled at traditional court fencing. Quiet petite girl who somewhat resembles a cat and loves sleeping, agile and skilled at combat. Gaius, a tall exchange student, soft-spoken but has a strong sense of integrity, can be relied on when it counts. Patrick, an arrogant upper-class student, believes strongly in the class system and looks down on commoners. Eris, daughter of Count Florald, high-handed and hates losing, strangely antagonistic towards Elisa. Kenneth, head of the Imperial Fishing Club, carefree and loves to sit and fish whenever he has the chance. Bridget, a sensible upper-class student, plays the piano in the wind orchestra. Margarita, daughter of a baron, came to the academy to search for a future husband and become a better potential wife. I'm not gonna lie, Margarita is my girl, but coming to an academy for that is crazy work. Monica, a quiet, reserved first-year girl, not very good at sports. Mint, plays the flute in the wind orchestra, an optimistic girl who doesn't dwell on things. Casper, a boy who joined the swimming club because he looks up to his captain, tenacious and energetic. Alan, a very competitive and stubborn boy, spends his days training in pursuit of his strength. Lynn, a polite girl who belongs to the art club, somewhat timid which leads to her being used by others. Vivi, a girly bloods playing pranks on people, always searching for something fun to do. Let the shopaholic first year spends as much time as possible walking around the various shops in town. Rex, a member of the photography club who has little interest in taking photographs of anything but attractive girls. Monk, a boy who doesn't stand out very much, always looking for material for something. Paula, a lively first year, doesn't mince words even when she's addressing a member of nobility. Becky, a budding merchant always looking for new ways to make a profit. Shout out to my girl Becky. Rosen, a deeply spiritual, noble-minded girl, can get along with just about anyone. Vincent, the eldest son of Count Floral, typical narcissistic young nobleman who is always accompanied by Sarifa the maid. Gretel, the fencing club's calm and pleasant captain, always supporting her club's members from the sidelines. Lambert, always with his beloved horse and partner Whitcomb, head of the riding club and passionate about horses. Fidelio, kind, sensible head of the photography club, while a noble who doesn't place importance on social class. Ricia, a refined second-year noble, second in command in the lacrosse club, supporting the club alongside Emily. Edo, the head of the gardening club, never seen without her straw hat, open-minded and easygoing. I can't lie, my favorite characters are Becky, Edo, Margarita, Kenneth, and maybe Loggins, because Loggins do be talking shit. Maybe. George, a good-natured second year who runs the engineering club, loves tinkering with orbits and adept with technology. Toa, president of the student council, very hardworking and trusted by students and instructors alike. Stefan, head of the lower class chess club, not the most skilled player, but he makes up for the love of the game. Laura, head of the art club and an artist in the purest sense, usually found in the club room sculpting her specialty. Ibel, the second year head of the wind orchestra, plays violin, skilled with the technical side of the music too. Loggins, hairy-faced member of the fencing club, his most sociable flaw is being a little short-tempered. Emily, the passionate captain of the lacrosse club, always encouraging the other members of the club. Klein, the eloquent captain of the swimming club, always encouraging the club's members to excel. Nicholas, the big-hearted head of the cooking club, never seems to be fazed by anything. Has the unusual ability to tell what ingredients and how much are used in simply by tasting it. Dorothy, the imaginative head of the literature club, is often a little too excited over the stories she reads. Sarah, class 7's homeroom teacher, more than a little slovenly and often seen drinking in the early afternoon. Van Dyke, Thor's military academy's principal, used to be a general in the Imperial Army and still retains an aura of dignity. Heinrich, a baron who teaches political economics, a high-strung man who's a stickler for the rules and complains. Thomas, the epitome of carefree, well-versed in folklore and legends, tends to get overexcited while teaching. Makarov wants his job well, but always seems to find it tedious. Year 1, Class 3 student Mint is his niece. Beatrix, a kindly instructor who's in charge of the infirmary, has a mild beside manner and is welcoming to all students. Mary, an instructor who joined the academy just this year, completely devoted to her students. The butler sent by the High Arms family completes all the tasks assigned to him perfectly and completely. Aretha, a maid sent by the ḥLove family, always accompanies Vincent wherever he goes. ḥLove, a relatively plain maid who works at the upper class dormitory work, still very much in training. She's currently trying to expand her cooking repertoire so she can serve a greater variety of food in the dorms. And with that being said, we officially finished speaking to everyone again for the second time. Hopefully this time our recording isn't messed up, because if it is, I don't think I'll do this a third time. With that being said, hopefully it is perfectly fine. And I think right now I might rest my eyes or something.
Right.
Maybe try to get some sleep. If I don't, or if I take a nap and I'm able to come back, maybe we'll pick up and try to get another video uploaded, since it was supposed to be more than one part. It's unfortunate about what took place, but it is what it is. I'm glad we kind of knocked that out a lot quicker than we did that first time. I will see you guys next time for more Trails of Cold Steel. Take care.